Morning, everybody. Greetings, screeners and meaners. In addition to Check It If Collected, I am your host, JRL Network. So, today we're going to be looking at NBK 5 and also JJ 5. And if you guys did not know, these are two different colors from pretty much the same company. I'm not exactly sure the full schematics of it, but of course it's the third party thing or whatever the deal may be. This is a knockoff of the third party, whatever. Forget all that, and we're just going to keep this moving. All right. So, going to move JJ 5 out the way and check out NBK 5. All right. This is the box here. All right. And you can see there. That's all you really see on the bottom. Back up a little bit. There's nothing else on there. Just the front. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. And this is what you get when you combine all 6 of them together. And I am waiting for that because I do have 5 of them. I know this is pretty much my first review for one of them, but I generally pretty much has been trying to wait to get all of them, but I just got to get this done. So let's get this box open. Okay, screeners and meaners, and here is NBK 5 out of the box, and of course JJ 5 did not come with a box, and we're just going to go and put that where it should be, or whatever it be. Anyways, all right, let's go and check out the height on our friends here. They stand about 3.5 inches, almost 4, and let's go and bring in our Mega Blocks, all right, our Lego, of course, put it right in the middle, and then we also have our C3 constructions, all right. And you have those there, which pretty much have the human to size by size comparison, what it would look like if there was and stuff. I guess if they were smaller dump trucks, that could be. But I don't think anyone would be able to fit in the cockpit. It just seemed like, you know, this would be like a small micro. Anyways, go move them out the way. Oh, move that out the way right quick. And let's go ahead and get this thing, keep this thing moving. All right. Okay, all right, close up first one is JJ 5, as you guys can see there, and it's pretty cool bot here because of the transformation. I pretty much like it. The instruction manual does not cover everything, but you know, it's whatever. Look at the top here. As you can see, that's the accessories it comes with. A little bland compared to the NBK 5. I'm going to back up a little bit here so we can have that look. And I am amazed, actually, with some of the detail they actually have on these here. I mean, I really am. I mean, I just think it's pretty much cool and how it comes off and it's going to be. Here we go. Put these both together. Let's see, side by side. And the top here. All right. See where they have a little bit of difference face to face there. Let me get out the way. All right, and then we get the back, and they almost transform exactly the same, but you can see where each one got an inspiration from. I think at the end of the day they probably are the same company. That's pretty much my opinion about that, but it is what it is on that. All right, so we're gonna just put these here, and you can actually see what it looks like compared to other vehicles. All right, this here is Red Alert. This is, I think, the 08 model. So if you can see what it's like, you know, as far as the size goes comparison, I'm gonna put that angle there. All right, so it fits well. And this here is a Voyager slash like an almost not ultra class, but Voyager slash leader class going on with their stuff. Move that out the way. All right, we're gonna put in Oversized Optimus Prime here. Which is, he's kind of like leader 1 scale size, so they actually look pretty good together. You know, this would be of course a little bit bigger and stuff, but again, it still has that it kind of fits well with that. All right, get out of the way. We're going to move. All right, we're going to bring in the Voyager Optimus Prime version that I just showed you, and that actually fits a lot better. Go and zoom in right quick. Fits a whole lot better. All right, you can pay and bring in Tank Drone, which is just easy to transfer on, and everything that fits. That definitely does fit on that, and that is not a knockoff. That is actually a regular Hasbro there brand. Anyways, all right, screens and meters. Enough about all that, and let's go to the pros and cons about the vehicles. All right, the pros is they are absolutely cool. They are awesome to look at. I love the difference in them, and I really dig them. The cons about them, straight off rip, is that honestly, it feels like it's cheap in some areas and they feel like they're about to break. But another pro to that is that they do have some really cool detailed things. So like here, you have this one here, but he has a very piece that comes off flimsy, but you can see it just breaks off. But that's not a pro, that's actually a con. But at the same time too, and I believe when these first start coming out, this was sold as a drone. So you can see that's his midsection or guard comes, but he has just some amazing detail on that. Some really cool, amazing detail and stuff, and then utilizing certain areas and stuff where they can just kind of put the symbol here, and also translucent, so that works and stuff. We're gonna look at this one here, bring this up. This actually fits right into the back part there. This doesn't move, only it's the front part here, which is pretty much the same, almost identical, but you can see how they just actually use that to work for them in the best way they could possible, and how it works and stuff. This is much more detailed, but it feels cheaper. This feels much more sturdy. And this one here comes, JJ5 comes with a weapon, which can be used into almost like a staff. You can use this for other Transformers weapons and stuff, or if you wish that and stuff. The ports are pretty much around the same thing, but that's pretty cool that that comes with and stuff. You combine these together. I can remember when they actually had their version of the Dinobot from the JJ5. Anyways, all right, screeners and meaners, enough with all that. Let's go and get these things transformed. There we go. And we are in their combined mode transformation. Very two totally different way how they handle things. And I think I'm disappointed in both of them. I'm sorry, screeners and meaners, I'm just being honest. This has a very simple design and also transformation. This here is a little bit more articulated and has more things that you can do. But honestly, both fives from JJ and NBK are kind of a mess. I really don't understand it. I probably like them better once I have them all combined. I'm probably gonna have that a whole separate review of that, what I combined so far, or just that. I'm not gonna do it because this will take extra long, and I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. But right now, I'm extremely frustrated with both of them, and I don't mean to sound like a downer, screeners and meaners, but I'm just honestly that, you know, they put these toys out here, they put these things out here. You really want to do it. You have high hopes for them, and then you come out with these molds of mess. I'm so sorry, so sorry. I'm just being honest I can as possible, because listen, hey, look, I'm just bringing, you wouldn't be watching it if I wasn't honest. If you wouldn't be watching me right now if I wasn't honest. Honestly, seriously. Anyways, okay, screeners and meaners. The pros and cons about these modes. I can see the midsections where they're trying to go with it. I don't have any pros for it. It's all cons, all the way bad. It is. You have a key for the blaster in the midsection from here. And I left it around the side so you can actually see. You have the bit for the legs, how it's supposed to be. You have a double swivel, which actually works, which is cool. I could probably good for very articulation, stop motion, also posing. And then you have this over here, which is easier, simple, much, in some cases, much more detailed than how you want to see things. And I guess how you can say, as far as, okay, you have this here, you have this little silver thing comes apart here, just a little bit more simple. You get lost in what you're looking at. But again, that's what it is from there. And that's pretty much it. So screeners and meaners, with that being said, I'm disappointed in the combined mode so far. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. Maybe it'd be different for you. But with that being said, we're going to go and get them in their bots mode. Okay, screeners and meaners, and here we have it. Both of them. JJ5 transform, NBK5 transformed. And I must say, for them being very similar in some areas, they are very, very different, and very different in field quality, as far as also overall texture, even on the robot mode themselves. I believe the combined mode was the worst so far. The alt mode was really cool. The dump truck, I really like that. But right now we're in bot mode. First, we're going to come back and check out and see what we have for articulation. They're very similar when it comes to the feet. Both have these closing feet, as you can see and stuff, kind of up and down. Turn in the leg. It's not a 360. I want to say probably give you about 180. Back up just a tad bit. All right, you can go backwards and forward as per due to transformation. You can go backwards and forward, bending the knee, as again for transformation, which is pretty cool on that point. Fist does turn around along as, yes, a full 360 degree in the fist, and you also have a full 60 degree and just above the elbow. Arm goes all the way around. All right, it goes in and out. All right, up there. All right, so you go that, and his head does turn around, and it is on a ball joint. So as you can see there, his head does actually move around and twist. Yeah, and twist. All right, so that works. All right, moving to the side here. Now we're going to check out NBK 5. Foot is on a swivel ball joint. Can't go to left and right like this can, but again, it is what it is from there. Legs can go full 360 degree around, so that helps. Oop, did I just break something? Probably did. There's broken again. All right, let's go backwards and forwards as per transformation. Does get hyperextend into the knee. Pull this back down. You do have waist swivel, and it's actually on a double joint, so it can go around twice if you have to. And then you have the arms, which go all the way around. Goes out. It does stop and block with the wheels. I prefer on the NBK JJ a little bit better. 3Cs comes around. Does have a smaller fist than the other one, and it comes back down. And then you have the head on a ball joint that goes around. And yeah, so I pull it back here, and let's go and look at this height. And you can see right now there is overall about the same height. You got about maybe 8 inches, 7.5, oh sorry, 7 3/4 from that as what you can actually see. But you can see that the JJ5 stands taller than the NBK, and I prefer this a whole lot better. The head sculpt is a slightly smaller than that one as well too. I prefer, as far as it goes, as far as bot mode, the JJ5. All right. Put that down there and stuff. I'm gonna move this out of the way, get all this junk and gunk, move to the side. Human 2 robot scale, C3 construction. Any wrestler that's that size, we see how that is. And then you have the mega blocks / mega construction, and of course you have the Legos right here in the middle. And there you have it. Human robot scale. I think that works. Cool. I mean, they probably be a little bit bigger, but whatever. All right, get them out the way. Let's move them. All right, take a look at these weapons right quick. All right, I do prefer the blaster on this one, but I do not like that it is a key of some sort for combined mode. And it actually is like a key that probably will hold the whole bot together. I do not like that. That's a con. I like the blast on this one. This is very simple, but this has a little bit more detail on it. But this is the JJ5. This is the NBK5. All right, put this to the side or whatever the deal may be. And of course, you have this here. All right, this is extension for the sword here. All right, okay, there. And then you have the drone / midsection. And you can have it there. Prefer the detail on this a whole lot better, like the translucent comes in together and stuff, but this is much more sturdier than this is. This is falling apart. This is some detail, but it's identically almost the same, which it is. One mold for articulation, one mold without, but it's whatever on that. All right, and yes, they can hold each other weapons, which is a very simple, scale. Bore stroke for the hands and hand sculpts or whatever, but they can hold each other weapons. All right, pros and cons about each. Let's go and hop right into that and let's be straight up and tell you. All right, pros about the JJ5 is that it is very simple, it's much more fuller, and it does work, and it feels much more sturdy. It just does. All right. The cons about it is that it does feel like it cannot hold and withstand what it needs. I wish it a little articulation stuff. I will combine both of them to make the best of both worlds, but that can't happen. But I do like how simple this is and how it works and stuff. And again, the cons are just basically feel like it feels cheapy, like it's gonna fall apart. But it still is held together better than the NBK5. With that being said, let's go right up to the NBK side. The pros about that is that it does have the articulation which you need. It comes out certain areas and stuff. It has moving parts, which is actually cool, and how it works together and stuff. Actually, that's pretty much it. What it's got going on for the NBK5. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. With that being said, the cons is everything else. The articulation is good, but it suffers from articulation. This falls apart. It can't stay together, and it feels like there's some things in break. Although I feel that in some cases that they could have tweaked some things a little bit better, but again, you know, you're doing this off the originals. I don't have the originals together right now. That's for a much longer video. I'm sorry, screeners and meters, but you know, it's whatever. What I can do is this. You guys can look at that and see what's going on. What I can do is this. This is TFC's, or whichever C's or whatever deal may be, their combiner version, knockoff, whatever. I end up getting that, thought I was going to be able to get the proper size one, and that did not happen. Just because I saw like that'd be cool to have it work or whatever deal may be, and find out that was just too big for work. Anyways, I can't have that there. It's just whatever. But to have the real deal Holyfield in here, I'm going to get this big boy right here. All right, the Mean Machine himself, Devastator, the original, the right one, the Combiner Wars one. That just shut it down. And I did not do any upgrades to it. I just have it the way it is, but you can kind of see where the height difference, where it stands at. And if everything stands properly, whatever deal may be, these look like they still might not end up being the same size as that. Honestly, screeners and meters, to be honest with you, they don't really compare to the size of, I forgot his name. I don't know if it's Scrapper or whatever, I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like it may not end up being that size scale. It may fall like somewhere in between here at best. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but as per transformation in the combined mode, I do not think that is going to happen. That is pretty much about it. Okay? Alright, screeners and meters, without further ado, you know you have more to view. Let's see what these things can try to do. I'm so sorry. And screeners and meters, I hope you enjoyed. Okay, screeners and meters, hope you guys enjoyed that stop motions there. Almost forgot. Shame on you guys because you didn't let me know. It's not like you would know because I wasn't shooting live. This is overload or payload or whatever the deal may be. This is I don't know if it's an anniversary. No, it's a movie. Don't know which movie and stuff. And there he is in another alt version mode or whatever the deal may be. See how they look right there. Move them out the way there. We got Brainstorm here, one of my favorite. You know, height, size difference and stuff. They actually look pretty good together. All right, we're gonna bring a knockoff Drift here. All right, knockoff Drift, oversized deluxe size. All right, we are going to bring in. I think his name is. Gonna bring in. I'm sorry. I think his name is Silverbolt Ultra Class. So you can see how he looks. Bring that in there, there, stuff, whatever. And we're going to bring in a couple of deluxes here, right quick. Bring in Blur. I just think this Blur is so cool. The Titan's Return. I think he's super cool. All right, take him out the way here. We're going to bring in Deluxe Drift movie. It's the Bugatti. How it looks. That does not look good. In my honest opinion, that's just me. All right, and we're going to bring in Transformers Animated. I don't know if that's Energon. Excuse me, screeners and meters. That's Prime or whatever it may be. That is a bulky looking Prime. I like the way he looks. I believe he would have been a lot better as well. I really like this version of Prime, but I did not like the setup of all this and everything. I like that version of him, but for another bot. Anyways. All right, screeners and meters, I appreciate the watch so much. Thank you guys for being there, sticking with through. I'm still here. Nothing's going to change for right now. I plan to grow more, do different things and stuff, and just try to keep on coming and try to bring it as I can. In the future, I'm not going to lie to you, the base of the channel may turn to just stop motion because I do think I may reach a palette sooner or later and just kind of create from there on in. I would like to see how far I can go to push myself to limits and stuff. But until then, I enjoy these bots and doing these reviews. I mean, even though these these figures are not the best. I mean, you guys can check them out. I don't know if I would buy them again since I know the way they are and stuff. That's one thing you can see right now. They're very loose in the joints over time. It was tight when I first started transforming him, but he is very loose. But it is what it is, and there he goes. I'm gonna stay there. You know what? Just stay there. Just that's it. Right? Forget it. Whatever. Okay, screeners and meters. Thanks for the watch. Do what you do as long as you do well. JRL Network, and I am out. Later.